Hi, I'm Dr. Joanne Tully, creator of Mastering Your Mindset for Women. I'm a mind-body doctor and a mindset coach. I teach women how to heal the anger, anxiety, and emotional stress that is sabotaging their health, their relationships, and their ability to make money so that they can feel confident, happy, and empowered in their lives. This video, 10 Realizations That Helped Me Heal My Anger, is part of a 3-day Heal Your Anger and Gain the Emotional Advantage challenge that I offer via email. If you want to participate in that challenge via email, simply head over to my website and sign up. I'll have links in the video description for you as well. The purpose of this video is to help you understand some of the mindset issues that lead to the anger response and what you can do to get help. You see, what had been fueling my anger was not what I thought it was. And until I understood what was really going on, I wasn't about to let anything go. And if I couldn't let anything go, nothing changed. So here are my 10 realizations that helped me heal my anger. Number 1, what fueled my anger was not what I thought it was. I keep referring back to A Course in Miracles because A Course in Miracles is a course in switching from the fear-based thought system to the love-based thought system. And they have a workbook, lesson number 5, that says, I'm never upset for the reason I think. So again, my number 1 realization, what fueled my anger was not what I thought it was. You see, I thought other people were attacking me. I thought they were pushing my buttons. I thought they were shutting me down. I felt really misunderstood. I felt so judged. It felt like it wasn't safe for me to be myself. And I'm naturally fun and bright and shiny, but I didn't feel like it was safe to be myself. And I didn't feel like it was safe for me to be happy or to have fun. And this started really, really early on in my life. My parents told me that when I was a baby, I was the happiest baby. But you know what? I really don't remember being happy as a child. And I do remember this one incident in first grade. We had moved to a new town. And so I started, my first day in this new school, first grade, we went out to play recess and I didn't know anybody and I was just kind of feeling my way through there. But I do remember vividly this one gal who I didn't know at the time, but she was one of the popular girls. She wanted to play with me. And I could tell right away she was just wanting to manipulate me, control me. Like, we're gonna do this and we're gonna go over here and we're gonna play, I don't know, teacher or whatever, and I'm the teacher and you're the student. And I was just like, yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all. I'm not about that lifestyle of being controlled and everything, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. So I just told her, yeah, okay, I'll meet you out there. And instead, I went over to the swing set and played with a different girl and had fun. Well, we come in after recess and this other gal told on me and I got in trouble. I got in trouble because I didn't do what this girl said. And so to me, how I read that, the story that I made up for myself, that it wasn't safe for me to be me. It wasn't safe for me to have fun or be happy or do what I wanted. It wasn't safe. I have to please other people. And I learned that in my home as well too. But so what fueled my anger, again, it's not what I thought it was, but these are the things that I started to believe and perceive about my life. Some other things that I started believing was, it felt like nothing ever worked out for me. I felt like I was never good enough. I felt all alone, like no one was there to help me. I felt like I didn't matter. I felt like no one loved me or cared about me. And then I learned that these are all just really, really common limiting beliefs that we all have. And I learned most of these from my parents. They had them too. And I learned anger from my dad. he had most of these as well too. So, what is fueling your anger is not really that other people are attacking you per se or judging you per se. Sure, they're doing all of that, but energetically, you have to understand how the mind works and how energy works. When you have these limiting beliefs, these thought patterns, there's an energy behind them, and that's what was fueling other people's reaction to me. And so it all kind of fell in. So what fueled my anger was stuff inside of my head. And once I figured that out and turned that around, game over. I was a different person. Okay, number two, my second realization. I thought other people needed to act or behave differently in order for me to feel better. And this is what I learned, especially from my dad. So I became a people pleaser. And then I likewise expected other people to please me. You need to do things to make me feel better. You need to pay attention to me. You need to spend time with me. You need to stop being a jerk. And then I realized that I was the one that needed to change. I needed to find what I was missing in myself. And that's another realization that we'll talk about later. But just this whole thought that other people need to act or behave differently in order for me to feel better, that doesn't work. It's opposite. That, you can't please other people. You can't stand on your head in enough different ways to please other people. If someone's not happy, that's on them. It's inside of all of us to be happy and healthy. They're like factory settings. They're already inside of us. We just have to tap into them. They get covered up along the way with some other things that just aren't true. So thinking that other people needed to change was that I needed to drop that before I could get better. I was the one that needed to change. And I'm not saying, other people need to change too, but I can't control other people. I can only control my own thoughts and my own responses. Okay, realization number 3. I thought my significant others and my spouse all had the power. They had all the power. I thought they had all the power. So I always felt like a victim. I always felt all alone, like no one cares, no one helps me, no one wants to be around me. I didn't know how to tap into my own power until just recently, honestly. And so a lot of women have this victim mentality, and we get into power struggles with our significant others. And for me, it came from my daddy issues. There was just always this power struggle there, and I had to learn to tap into my own authentic power. So that was one of my realizations. It was all within me to do. I just had to discover how to do it. My fourth realization, I discovered that my anger was making me sick. And actually, this was really, really what made me want to change. I'd been looking for ways to help me with my anger for decades, really, probably 25 years. But then when it started making me sick and I really made that connection of my anger is making me sick, then it was like, I'm not standing for this anymore, because I do not handle feeling sick well at all. I hate it. So I had terrible mood swings, rage, resentment, hot flashes, chemical sensitivities, gallbladder attacks, fatigue, severe adrenal fatigue, MRSA infections, and Lyme disease. And I healed it all once I let go of my anger. But I didn't heal it until I discovered that my anger was making me sick. And it all my anger left me feeling burnt out as well too. And what I call that now is like an empty love tank. We all want to feel love. We all want to get attention from other people and feel like we're loved, but we go about it backwards. We think we need to get that from other people, but it's inside of us already. You just have to learn to tap into it for yourself, fill your own love tank up, and then you're good. Because when the burnout comes from taking care of other people and pleasing other people and putting everyone else's needs in front of your own. And it just shut my energy down. It made me exhausted. My love tank was empty. So that was my fourth realization, just how much my anger was making me sick and burnt out. And then I started turning everything around there. My fifth realization, my anger pushed people away. So they didn't want to be around me. And I found this out too, no one listens to you when you're angry. So you have relationship issues. You sound bitchy all the time. And literally it's like you're spewing this red ink all over everybody. People can't stand to be around you. I didn't know that. I just thought I learned anger growing up. I thought that's just what you did. That's just how you responded. But now that I'm on the other side of anger, angry people, it's like I can't get away from them fast enough. It's like, ugh. So I get it now. Okay, my sixth realization, what I thought was missing in my life was inside of me all along. And I mentioned that a little bit earlier too. So love, the sense of belonging, self-approval, self-worth, confidence, clarity, well-being, vitality, happiness, it's already inside of you. It just gets covered up with all of this fear-based thought system stuff, and we lose sight of it. So we also lose sight of this sense of safety and power that's already inside of us. And so basically you have to learn tools to fill up your love tank, to soothe yourself. And that's what I teach in my courses as well too. But what you think is missing in your life is inside of you. You just have to learn to tap into it. So that was my sixth realization. My seventh realization that helped me heal my anger was that my victim mentality blocked me from making the money that I knew I deserved. I've got so many degrees. It's insane how much I know, and but these are my daddy issues. My dad didn't go to college, and I did. I was the first one in my family to go to college, but it's kind of like this is really, really predominant in with females with money blocks. Going back to daddy issues, it's like if I made more money than my dad, he would feel bad. So I can't let myself do that. Where would I be in the family? Would there still be a place at the table for me if I was more powerful than my dad and I made more money than my dad? And that's what I've learned along the way, is that's really, really common. But myself tapping into this victim energy blocked me in a very, very significant way. And you can imagine not making money, but knowing I deserved it and da 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 da, it left me angry and resentful. And so there was all these power struggles as well too. And I got into these power struggles with my ex-husband and then my current husband, all, around money issues and things. And when I learned to heal my anger, for a few years, what I did was I just froze with these power struggles. I didn't want to go to anger because then I would get sick. I'd feel a symptom and I didn't want, or it'd shut me down in another way. So I shut down. I had this freeze response with these power struggles around money. I just froze. So I just shut down my energy. So that was my seventh realization, is how just my victim mentality in general blocked me from making the money that I knew I deserved. My eighth realization that helped me heal my anger was just the sense of the power of awareness, and intentions. So mindset work. I had no idea how powerful this stuff was. So the power of awareness, think of that like, first I had to just straight up become aware of my tendencies, my knee-jerk responses. I was quick to go to anger. I was quick to judge. I made false assumptions. I had all these limiting beliefs. I had to become aware of those things. That was very, very powerful. And then the power of my intentions, kind of like, what do I want and why? I wanted to be, I wanted to make a certain amount of money. I wanted to have a certain amount of energy, whatever it was, without realizing it. The energy behind my intentions were from the fear-based thought system, because I had doubt about everything. I had doubt about myself. I wasn't confident at all. And so I had to, become aware of my intentions, become aware, the power of my awareness and what I was doing, and the power of my intentions and the energy behind my intentions. That was a game changer. So most of what I really, really wanted had underlying fear-based energy or doubt attached to them. Once I cleaned that stuff up, it was smooth sailing. My ninth realization that helped me heal my anger was the power of meditation and journaling. So this was just to receive my own answers. And what I learned along the way in healing myself from Lyme disease and MRSA infections and gallbladder attacks and just everything and sailing through the rest of menopause, what I learned was that I could receive my own answers. My own answers are within me, and they're within you too. So instead of going from doctor to doctor or getting all these different opinions that, they really mean nothing, it's the power of tapping in to your own guidance is just a game changer. So meditation is just where you tap into this sweet spot, this sweet zone where everything is calm and peaceful, and you just have this inner power, this inner knowing, you feel safe, and you get all of your answers. So we all have our own unique best way to communicate with the love-based thought system is basically, there's a lot of different names for it, but tap into that. The power of meditation and journaling to be able to receive your own answers is a game changer. So that was my ninth realization that helped me heal my anger. My 10th realization that helped me heal my anger was learning the power of viewing everything around me as a feedback loop. So if I got a physical symptom that I didn't like, if I got a headache, it was a feedback loop. It was telling me that there was a message there, that my thoughts were off, that I was playing the victim again or whatever. So if I had a headache, I was probably overthinking about something. If I had a hot flash, I was angry about something. So I learned to do this quick feedback loop with my physical symptoms to just instantly get rid of them. And it's worked really, really well for me. So that's what I teach in my programs. So the power of viewing relationships as a feedback loop as well. Your relationships are where you are going to powerfully learn information about yourself, what's ready to be healed, what's ready to be cleaned up in your mindset. So people will be pushing your buttons and stepping on your last nerve, but it also is great, valuable information about what's next that needs to be healed or cleaned up in you. Powerful stuff. And then just viewing my business as a feedback loop. If something wasn't going the way I wanted it to, I knew I had like a limiting belief or, something to clean up, or just life circumstances in general. Everything I started viewing as a feedback loop. If it wasn't working the way I liked it, then I knew I had to clean something up, and I would just clean it up and rinse and repeat. That's the power of mindset work. So it's viewing roadblocks differently. It's viewing roadblocks instead of that roadblocks are being done to you, doors are closing, that's done to you. It's starting to view things more as miracles, that things are being done for my benefit. Because if I wasn't being shown, how would I know what needed to be cleaned up? So things were being done for my benefit. I changed my mindset around things are being done for my benefit. There's a power in viewing everything as a feedback loop. So that was my 10th realization that helped me heal my anger. So hopefully, what I'm hoping is that some of these realizations will help you see your anger in a different way and help you see that there is another better way around this. I'm going to tell you, mindset work is the easiest, fastest, most efficient way to heal your anger so that you can gain the emotional advantage that you've been looking for. You want to be able to tap into your natural well-being, your natural joy and happiness, and your ability to make money and your ability to heal your relationships, all of that beautiful stuff, your confidence, your clarity, your power, your purpose. You want all of that, and it's within you already. It's just tapping into it. So if this resonates with you, please like it, please share it out. And if you haven't already done so, please join my 3-day Heal Your Anger and Gain Your Emotional Advantage challenge via email. There's going to be a link in the notes, in the description, and down and probably in the first comment. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video.